Hey everyone, welcome back to another GTD Gamer 4 video, and today I'm going to be doing another commentary talking video sort of thing. Well, first of all, before we get started, I would really appreciate if you all will go down to the section below and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you could do that. We are at 266 subscribers, and I would really appreciate to see that number increase. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about my experience in high school Spanish. You heard me right, high school Spanish. That is where I am right now. And some interesting things have happened, which is the reason I have chosen this topic of discussion. So first, we have to remember, we have to do some characters here. We have my teacher. I'm going to call her Mrs. M. We have Mrs. M, me. We have some other students. We have, well, we give them different names. We have, let's see, G, J, and A are all students. These are great character names, by the way. So anyway, I'll explain it. So basically, yeah. So Spanish class. I was very happy to be in that class. Actually, believe it or not, because I've always wanted to take Spanish. So. I was enjoying the class. So my teacher, Miss M, she started out, being really nice and stuff. But then my class, they're not very good at behaving themselves, I have to say. Like believe me when I say this, they are really, I guess some words to describe them would be like rowdy, obnoxious even. I would even go that far. And so yeah, they were always obnoxious for quite a really long time, and eventually Mrs. M, she just could not take it anymore, and she would get really mad at us. Not me, of course. I was the quiet kid. I was the kid who would be like doing my work, not talking to anyone, mainly because I don't really know anyone in there that well. Like I don't really have any really friends in there, and I'll explain why in a little bit. First of all, I don't even just a lot of people I haven't seen before, and people I have seen before I've never even talked to. But yeah, so few times she would get really mad at us, but there's one time in particular that is like the main point of this video. You see, this is the word she used, by the way. I have the exact message up on my phone, and one day she got super mad at us. It's hard to remember what exactly. Oh wait, no, I remember. Okay, we're gonna go back just a little bit. So we were doing one of our games, as we do. We do, Spanish studying games to, so we can better understand the words and the terms that we're learning. So we're doing one of these games. It's like a Jeopardy thing. We're in teams with the person we're sitting with. So I was sitting with student J, we'll call him. So student J and I mean, we knew each other in elementary, but we never really talked. So, I couldn't pick anyway. It was who you were sitting next to, so it had to be him. So he was all right. We were using my notes to, help us. And we were doing pretty good, as far as I remember. And then the other students called us out on it. They were getting really mad at us, and because none of them were using their notes, I don't know why. They all have them. They all have these notes. This is like the notes the teacher gave us, so we all have them. But none of them thought that. I don't know why. They have the materials, but they will not use them. Not really, sure why, but they just don't feel like using them. But I do. Student J would not use. His name was Jeremy. Might as well just say that. So yeah, Jeremy didn't really use his. We'll use mine. We got called out for it. Mainly him, actually. Since they know him and not me. They got really mad at him, saying that I was doing all the work and basically carrying him. I wasn't really. We were both doing stuff, but then if I even tried to say that, he's helping too. It's not just me. But then, of course, because of the huge because it caused a huge uproar, the teacher didn't really like that because, we got distracted, everyone was yelling at us. So she decided to end the game right then and there. And she said she had like a fun activity planned for us like the next day, but she also canceled that. And we thought, oh, this must be the worst of it. It even gets worse when it's one student, Student G, who I actually had a good relationship with early on in the year, like we did a project together. So yeah, Student G, she over time, she became someone I don't really like now. Because she just, she doesn't really care about this class anymore. I don't know if she ever did, but now she just doesn't care. She also contributed to making the teacher really mad, because she kept like laughing at this. She wouldn't stop. It eventually got to the point where our teacher, she kicked her out of the classroom. Mrs. M kicked Student G, Grace, we'll call her Grace, out of the classroom because she was laughing at her. And yeah, I have never seen a teacher get so mad at a class before. She was furious. And as a result, as you can probably imagine, everyone got punished, like, even me, and I'll explain what the punishment was and how ridiculous it was. I'm calling it ridiculous because I think it was, and extended to everyone, whether you had, yeah, they were my notes, but we were allowed to use them, so I was just doing what I thought was the smart thing, but it wasn't actually the smart thing. So anyway, yeah, she kicked Student G out of the classroom, and that just made her even more mad. So I was like, okay, well, Student G isn't really very trustworthy anymore. So I have to sit next to Jeremy anyway. So yeah, so Grace is out of the picture. I'm with Jeremy. I've kind of just sat there in silence, wondering, oh, this is the worst of it. It's not going to get any worse, other than we're not doing the activity tomorrow. And so, but then I go home, of course, and what do I find in my email but an email from Mrs. M? And I have the email right here. This is the big thing. This is what this has all been leading up to as the big thing. We are on a probationary period. Her words, not mine. The message reads, and I quote, "Probationary period. Due to continued bad behavior and disrespect, this class is on a probationary period for 1 week. This means that all extra incentives are paused until the probation is over. No homework coupons, no quiz coupons can be redeemed for points. Any behavior infractions during probation will add additional weeks to any probationary period. Any student who gets behavior warning during probation will be written up without warning." That is the exact message right there. I'm just really glad that there were no infractions during that week, because then it wasn't added. Like, I have a quiz coupon. At least I didn't have to use it during that week, but I have one, and if we were on probation, I would like to redeem that. We can now, but during that week we couldn't. I'm just really glad no one did anything bad, because if they did, well then, as you can probably imagine, we'd have extended probation. I don't want that. So, that is like the really crazy thing that happened in that class. There was also a second time where I thought we were going to get put on probation, but we weren't, because recently what's been happening is that some students, including Jeremy, it's not just him, but he's also contributing it, so I don't really like. This is what I mean when I don't like people in that class. We have Grace, who doesn't care and laughs at the teacher and contributed to probation. Then we have Jeremy, who I have to work with. He likes to lock people outside, mainly Grace actually. It's mainly Grace that he does that to. I don't really know why. I don't really talk to any of them. But yeah, they'll like, I mean, they're not regularly, there's like this little rectangle of magnet thing that keeps the door from locking. He'll grab that and like hide it. And we also have this phone thing where you put your phones into. I know the phone thing where you put your phone. Yeah, so if you put your phone in there, you get points, right? What some students were trying to do is put other things in there, thinking the teacher wouldn't notice, but then the teacher, you know, Mrs. M, nothing gets past her. She knows. She will reach in there, whatever it is, she'll pull it out, and you just won't get points unless you put your phone in there. I always put my phone in there, so I always get the points, but then other people try and rig it. I am not one of those people, of course. I am a good student, you know. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty much my Spanish class summed up, and so is the video was also summed up. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching till the end. You could please subscribe. I would love to see the numbers increase. I will be making more videos like this. So, see you guys next time. Bye.